Next question, the member for Ottawa-Vanier.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Attorney General. I think everybody here can agree that human trafficking is a terrible crime. When the victims become survivors, they need to be able to rebuild their lives. And it takes a lot of resilience to come out at the end of the tunnel and look forward with hope. However, survivors of human trafficking often encounter one significant barrier when trying to move forward with their lives, and that is having to defend themselves against debts that their traffickers incurred in their name. In fact, these debts have the effect of re-victimizing the survivors because these debts damage their credit and are real barriers to moving forward and be able to leave their past behind. Bill 41 proposes to address this important issue by stopping the collection of these debts and the publication of such information on consumer reports. This government has taken steps to address human trafficking in the past, and there is one more opportunity for you to stand in solidarity with survivors of human trafficking. Will the government support Bill 41 tonight at second reading and help ensure that the controlled traffickers exert over their victims is severed for good?
The Attorney General.
Thank my friend for raising this very important question in this very important area that we're all focused on. And I want to give special shout out to Laurie Scott, the MPP. Mr. Speaker, she was on this file, she was on this problem long before this government was even elected, Mr. Speaker. When we were sitting in opposition, she was driving forward change, and she's made change after change after change and helped educate people about what's actually happening in our communities with this heinous crime. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to say that we're following Laurie Scott's lead, that we're engaged in this bill. We look forward to the debate tonight, and I'll answer more in the supplementary. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Supplementary question.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I do look forward to hearing more. While Bill 41 is an excellent step forward in the fight against human trafficking and will ensure victims are better supported as they move forward, it is only one step. More work needs to be done. Addressing human trafficking requires a holistic approach that not only focuses on enforcement, but also puts in place preventative measures to keep our young people safe and supportive measures to help survivors move forward. We must do more to educate our young people on ways to recognize and avoid dangerous situations that could lead to them being trafficked. We must do more to ensure survivors are supported as they heal from this traumatic experience and rebuild their lives. My question is, what is the government going to do to hear the voices of the survivors that know the solutions to prevent human trafficking from occurring and to better support survivors as they deal with the impacts of the crime?
The Attorney General.
Speaker, we're taking a multi-ministry approach. There are 5 different ministries engaged in combating this heinous crime. We've put significant resources into battling the people who are perpetuating this and, of course, supporting those who are victims of it. Mr. Speaker, we have done small things like making sure in SmartServe that they have embedded training programs for those in the front line that are most likely to encounter those involved in human trafficking. We're doing big things like investing tens of millions of dollars to support victims of this crime. Mr. Speaker, I'd like to point out that Laurie Scott, who I mentioned in the first part of my answer, is actually co-sponsor of this bill this evening, Mr. Speaker, and so I look forward to her words and to the others as we move forward to continue to combat this very heinous crime. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.